what is a seller's market, because I'm sure you've heard from a lot of gurus and maybe even the news what side we're on, and you're probably completely confused because they talk about it like we can switch sides in an instant. We cannot switch sides in an instant. There are parameters to both. A seller's market is defined as 4 to 6 months of inventory or less. And that is basically, we're right now in 2023, in September, we have 1.5 months of inventory. And at 1.5 months, that puts us firmly in a seller's market. It took us 11 years to get here in Richmond. It's not gonna happen overnight that we're gonna flip to a buyer's market. A seller's market, the sellers are in the driver's seat. They are in control. You can put in an offer as low as you want or as high as you want, and the sellers get to choose whether they want to keep that offer or whether they want to stay on market. Because a lot of times, if the sellers wait, they're just going to get another offer. And so it doesn't really matter to them if they get a couple extra days on market. It also means that you're probably gonna see multiple offers because there's gonna be more buyers out there than there are sellers out there. It also means you're gonna see some things that are waived. So like parts of inspection that are waived, parts of appraisal that are waived, or fully waived inspections and appraisal. And you just don't see the contingencies of trying to buy and sell a house at the same time as much. It doesn't mean that all of those things are out the window. It just means that in different levels of a seller's market, whether we're deep into a seller's market or we're right on the edge, that depends on what waiver and what contingencies you see in a contract. On the flip side, a buyer's market is 6 to 9 months of inventory or more. This means that the buyers are in full control. The sellers are sort of waiting and begging buyers to come buy their house because there's so many more sellers out there than there are buyers out there. So the buyers have their choice of what house they want. The buyers have their choice of what they want to offer. The buyers have their choice of what contingencies they want. They rarely waive, if ever, any of their contingencies. In cases like foreclosure and short sales, that's a whole different subject. But they barely waive any of their contingencies. They can write offers lower than what the house is actually, put on the market for, and there's a lot more negotiation room for buyers because they're in control, and the sellers just sort of have to be like, do I want to go ahead and take this lower offer, or do I want to sit on the market for another 3 months and hope that another one comes? That's pretty much a buyer's market. And we haven't seen that, like I said, in about 11 years in Richmond. So it's going to be a while before we see it again, and the buyers are back in control. So if you're hearing on the news that we're in a buyer's market, in Richmond, we are not. In other parts of the United States, we are. Here in Richmond, we are firmly in a seller's market here in October of 2023. So if you've got any more questions, give us a call at Oak Realty. We would love to help you. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Casey Jenkins with Oak Realty.